Hello, this is J.A. McDonald, and welcome back to the second episode in the special series inside the This Old Block series entitled McPark. Today I'm going to show you my second game, Aerostorm. This is the I think I just mentioned, second game I built here. And I built it quite a while after not completing Boombox, because I wanted to give myself time to complete it, but I never did. So I'll just show you how this works. So inside here, we have these trapped chests that have Bow of Infinity and the rule books. These do reload themselves, so you can feel free to drain as much out as you want. Basically, the rules are simple. The goal is to knock each other off into the water by shooting the buttons under him. And I'll show you how that works in a second here. Just give me a bow of arrow storms, and I'm also going to need a armor stand to show you how this works. There's an armor stand. So basically, come over here, and one person stands on either side, and you take your bow out and you shoot those buttons, and they pop out a piece from the wall. And if you get the one right under the guy, it pushes him into the water. That's the game right there. That's how it all works. And you just you can do it for one life, however many lives. Theoretically, you can do a King of the Hill type of thing, where you get points if you stay on. Things like that. Then you can pop out, you can try to trap them in there. And yeah, like that. Then running along here, you do pick up the arrows, but it slows you down dramatically. See? Yeah, it's a nice game here. Then the loser can come over here to the dunking booth. And I'm going to go stick an armor stand in there. There's two options we have for the dunking booth, depending on which button you shoot. If you shoot that button over there, it'll dump water on his head. And if you shoot this button over here, the floor drops out. And if you shoot both, it dumps water on his head. And the floor goes back in. It's to stop that from happening, but occasionally it still does, if the right series of things happens. And now for my favorite part about this entire place. Click for settings. Ding! And here are my settings chests. How to use. To use, place the difficulty you want in the first spot in the chest. So we want we're currently on beginner difficulty. So let's go with easy difficulty. And these are the floor types. Currently have stone brick, so let's go with soul sand flooring. Then hit the button. Wait a few seconds, and it's now on easy difficulty with soul sand flooring. Because you move slower on soul sand, it's a bit harder, and because of that bar there, you can't actually see the buttons you're aiming at. So you kind of have to guess at where the button is, or jump. And it's a bit harder. I haven't played this much lately. It is entirely possible to shoot those buttons, though. I can guarantee you that much. Where is a button? Okay, let's just do this. There. And spring. There. Hit the button. Then we also have, there's 5 difficulties, I think it was, and 4 floors. Let's put an ice floor in, and let's load up medium difficulty. This ice floor just makes it so you slide on here, and medium difficulty makes it so you kind of have to arch your arrows better. It just doesn't have the half slabs of the other one. It's quite a bit harder. Let's load up hard mode then. Hard mode, and slime block floor. I put the slime block floor in just for fun. I don't know that it actually offers any benefit. I do know it slows you down and makes it so it's harder to stop bouncing. But in hard mode, the second bar has been activated, so you can no longer make just shots like that because they hit that bar. And of course, mine missed the bar, but you know, it just adds that second layer, and you kind of have to shoot through there. Now, for the next difficulty, impossible. This one might be genuinely impossible. I don't know. I've never actually managed to shoot a button with this setup. Now, you can't shoot through the middle row, and you have to kind of arch your arrows over this thing like that. It is very difficult to do, and as I mentioned, I have never hit a button doing this, so it might be genuinely impossible. Then if you just click the sign twice, you will load up. Aha! Oh no. Okay. I have to go fix that now. What that sign does is it sets this block to redstone, which then triggers a few things, and if you click it too rapidly, apparently it breaks. Because one of the commands in there clears that block. So let's just click this again. There we go. If you click that twice in a row, you'll set it to easy difficulty with regular floor. And now to show you how it all works. And down here, I have these command blocks here. Let me just get into creative. Ding. This command block refreshes that, and this, it also sits on top of a toggle, which toggles between cloning these two chests up and cloning the chests up down onto these two pads here. And let me just grab that and show you. Okay, so this happens way too fast to actually see. But this is a hopper. It will pull one item out of the chest above it. So when I put a chest here, it'll pull the item out of that chest. But these two spots here are hooked to a bud switch, which pushes the pistons forward and clears it. So even if there's multiple items in the chest, only the first item will ever get sucked into the hopper before both spots are cleared, which is very useful. Then it goes down into this sorting system, which sorts out the flooring type and the difficulty type. There's two separate sorters, and they fire them into this array of command blocks, one of which fills with or sets difficulty. Or let's see here. That one sets... I see. One of these goes to each side of the room. And then these bottom ones clear this row of hoppers, so it never gets too full of items to work. Over on this side, you have a similar setup. Whoa. Where were I? There we are. A similar setup that clears the hoppers, but now you just have clone commands, which clone up one of these 5 rows here. So you can change the difficulty to whatever you want by destroying or placing blocks down here. And that is how I did the settings. Personally, I think that's a really cool way to do the settings, and I like it. You'll leave comments, tell me what you think about it. But yeah. Then back here is just a little bit of redstone work for the dunking booth. There's not much to look at. It's fairly simple to do. Might do a brief tutorial on that, like a 5-second thing sometime. And that is it for Arrow Storm. Thanks for watching.